What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Contractor Secrets podcast. In today's episode, we are going to address the elephant in the room or in the economy, the quote unquote labor shortage. And honestly, for me, my opinion does not change about labor. It all has to do with how you approach it. It doesn't matter if it was now or 2 years ago. So let's talk about it. Eliminate this excuse in your life, eliminate this limiting belief. We're going to dive into how to attract quote unquote all-star employees in an economy where everyone's saying that there's a labor shortage.
The big question you need to ask yourself every day is, do I own a job or do I own a business? And unfortunately, the majority of contractors out there own a job. That's right, they're a slave to their own business. But the other side of the fence is so much greener, it's so much better, and that's when you're finally fully in control of your destiny, your freedom, your time. And that's what Contractor Secrets is about. It's about taking back our time, building a business with systems, standards, values, procedures, putting yourself in the driver's seat. And that's what it's about. So I'm excited. I'm happy to have you here. Let's dive into the Contractor Secrets podcast.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Contractor Secrets podcast. I'm your host, Tanner, and in today's episode, I want to talk to you about shortages. And we are experiencing shortages. Yes, we're experiencing labor shortages. We're experiencing paint shortages. And I think it's a great opportunity to look at things from a different perspective, to get creative, and to understand the basic economics of supply and demand. Okay, so first, I want to address the labor, quote unquote, shortages. If you believe that there's really a quote unquote labor shortage, you have a long way to go. Okay, because that's the first part of this, and I really don't want to be disrespectful, but I just want to be honest that labor shortage does not necessarily mean that there's less people. What a labor shortage really represents is that people aren't as willing to work. That's what it comes down to. And I talked to a good amount of my close friends about this, and what I've come to realize is that those that are not willing to work because they maybe got some checks or they're getting unemployment or whatever it is that they're receiving that's stopping them from wanting to get out into the labor force would not have been the type of employee that we would have wanted to or would have hired anyway. And that's where I want to start at, is that our business represents high quality individuals that take pride in what they do, that enjoy working, that enjoy producing. So anyone that is okay with sitting at home month after month doing absolutely nothing, to me, they wouldn't have, in any case, gotten a job with us. That's the first part of this. And it's very important that you understand that. So, second part of this, how do you get high quality employees in a quote unquote market where people don't want to go to work? Again, we eliminated that idea. Those individuals are not our employees anyway. But I will say this, is that at this point in time, there is leverage on the employee side that pretty much indicates that us business owners have to get a little more creative with how we market to employees or potential employees. And that's really important. Hiring is like marketing, okay? You really got to understand those two things, because if you're not tying the idea of hiring and getting your company's name out there to marketing, then you're really missing out on a key principle. And another point I want to make is this: when you are looking for that perfect customer by advertising, hey, we are the premier service for what it is that you need, where it will filter out customers who don't value a premier service, who want to pay for a low quality service based on the budget that they're associating to the job. It's the same thing that we need to be doing when we're putting our information out to a labor force who wants a better opportunity, who wants to work for a high quality painting company, who wants to be a part of a team, who values structure, who values security, who values stability. How do we market that? Okay, so first of all, we have to identify who are the best applicants. The best applicants are individuals that either are moving into town or that are currently working and would like a better opportunity. The question I have for you that you should be thinking about is your business a better opportunity? Is it really? I mean, honestly, is it a better opportunity to work for your company than it is to work for your competitor? What's so great about it? And I think that you really need to be considering this in the same way that you probably consider creating a superior experience for your customers. Is hiring your company from the customer perspective better than hiring someone else? And if you had a customer that asked you that question, it'd probably be pretty easy for you to answer that. Well, yes, absolutely. Well, we take a lot of pride in what we do. We're really good at our prep work. Obviously, you can see that I take pride in my communication. You can see that we're on time. You can see that we have a lot of values and systems in place to ensure that you get a great experience. Yes, we are superior. It is a better idea to hire us instead of someone else. Of course, you're going to say that. But what if I asked you what type of difference it is to be hired by you as an employee? What is the benefit of the employee to jump ship? It doesn't always mean money. But yes, in a market where there is a quote unquote shortage, money does play a big part in getting people to go from one place to the other. If we are looking for the best applicants, remember the best applicants are currently working and they want a better opportunity, or the best applicants are moving into town and the only reason they are unemployed is because they're moving into town and they need somewhere to work. Can we offer the most money in our area for the best talent? Not only talent, best people, yes. Are you going to be okay with that? Well, it depends on how bad you want the applicant. Because there's a general rule when it comes to hiring. In the same way, in marketing, he who pays the most to acquire a customer will acquire the customer. If I spend $50,000 on advertisements on Facebook, Google, Angie's List, door knocking, I'm going to get the lion's share of the business, law of averages. If I spend the most on hiring, if I spend $20,000 on ads on Craigslist, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Facebook, I'm going to get the lion's share of the applicants because my business is going to be present. Now, obviously, those numbers are crazy. We're not going to spend 70 grand on this, but it is proportional. The more applicants you get, the greater chance you have of finding the best possible employee. So you need to remember when you are putting the word out there that you are hiring, you need to be thinking of it from a marketing perspective. When we think of marketing, what do we need to do? Number one, we need to allocate a budget. We have to identify how much we're going to spend. Number two, we need to diversify. We have to identify where we're going to spend this money. Okay. And number three, we need to pre qualify. So obviously, when we market, okay, we spend the money. All right. That's number one. We diversify and then we pre-qualify the results. Same thing we're going to do with hiring. We pre-qualify those results. We filter them out. For us, you guys know, we put them in a form. We do an in-person interview, phone interview, social media check. We do all those things to pre-qualify. Okay. And then from there, this is where it diverts. In marketing, you would convert that lead to a sale. In hiring, you would convert that applicant to an employee. And obviously, they meet in the middle and they create production. They go hand in hand. Okay. So from there, guys, I just want you to get rid of that misconception that we are in a labor shortage. Okay. Really, it comes down to your ability to market, to get your head above the water, to be the one that sticks out in your area. Yes, it requires money to be spent on ads, money to be spent on getting your name out there, money to be spent on getting the most applicants that you can filter out. Law of averages, get the best employee. Okay. You can be that company. Someone's going to be that company. It should be yours. I mean, it really should be. Who's going to spend the most? Who has the investor mindset in the area? Who's the one that's going to get their name out there? So when that applicant, the best employee who's working for someone else, wants a better opportunity, they're able to find that better opportunity because when they look for that better opportunity, your company is the one that is there. Very simple. Okay. So when it comes to people telling me, Tanner, I can't find good help. Problem is, good help can't find you. When it comes to somebody saying, Tanner, I can't get work, I can't get leads. Nope. Problem is, the leads can't find you. That's all that it is. We are in a busy economy. There is so much distraction in this world that we live in. You have got to get to the top. And honestly, the best way to do it is to pay. Just pay the traffic sources to get you there. You could pay Indeed to advertise your post and promote it so everyone sees that your company is hiring. You can pay Google, Facebook, Angie's List, whatever you want to pay to get your company all the way to the top so everyone knows that your company is getting ready to accept new customers in your business, to do estimates for, to sell more jobs, to grow your company. Okay. This is the strategy. It's pay to play in both areas. Who's going to be the bold one? Who's going to be the one that has the investor mindset? Who's going to be the one that succeeds? This is a game of tenacity, but ultimately it's a game of confidence. Confidence in your ability to not only convert leads to sales, but applicants to employees, again, meeting them in the middle and creating what we call production. Okay, that is the name of the game. Take a marketing approach when it comes to hiring. Stop seeing hiring as this thing you just do whenever you need to do it. Imagine that. Imagine actually taking that poor approach to hiring and turning that into your sales approach, essentially only putting your name out there when you run out of work. And what kind of results would that bring? We know when it comes to sales, when it comes to marketing, we need to be proactive. We need to put out the ads before we need the work, or else we're going to be out of work. And then our team is out of work and they find somewhere else to go. Okay. So we know that in that area, we need to be proactive. We need to spend money on marketing way before we actually even get the sale, because we understand that if we spend money on marketing, if we spend money on leads, we're going to obviously get an opportunity. We're going to obviously get a sale. Same thing goes with hiring. When we normally go about this approach, not everybody, just the majority, it's, hey, I'm out of an employee, I need one. Well, what does that do? That causes you to have to go to the job. That causes a rift in your production. Everyone's pulling a larger load, and ultimately morale goes down, probably sales go down with it. But if you take the approach of always be hiring, like ABH, always be hiring, putting out ads every single month. You should allocate a budget, $250 minimum every single month. And that is way low. But ultimately, just to get you comfortable and me giving you the green light to go do this, $250 every month on ads to hire. Okay. And diversify them. Try Craigslist, try ZipRecruiter, try Indeed. Somebody commented on my Instagram and said, try Spotify. Apparently it's cheap and you can get some younger, individuals in your area, and they'll actually record the voice ad for you. Be creative. Okay. In the same way that we market for sales, we need to market for help. We need to get our name out there. That is the key. So that's what I got for you guys today. Just hit on the main topic here. Do not buy into the limiting belief that there is no help out there. Really, if anything, there is great help. At this point, there's just your responsibility to attract that great help and get them to jump ship. And I believe that if you do the things that I told you, if you approach the advertisement the right way, if you get creative on offering incentive, if you put yourself out there in the same way it would be if you put yourself out there to find the right clients. If there was a recession happening right now, that does not mean that people will not get their house painted, will not get flooring installed, will not get their roof replaced, or whatever it is that you do. Okay, that's not what it means. It just means that there are those that will get the business and there are those that won't. And the ones that will get the business are the ones that are going to stick out more than the competition. So in the next episode, we will talk material shortage, just some thoughts on that. But I really want you to hammer this topic out today, get some ads out, and start being strategic in getting the best quality help in your business, and really taking it to the next level, even in a time, quote unquote, like this. Hey, I just want to take a second to thank you for joining me here on the Contractor Secrets podcast. I'm just going to take this opportunity to let you know that my passion is coaching people, helping people. I've changed my Instagram name to @contractorcoach.
And I did that because that is my passion. I want to help you. So please reach out to me. If you have an issue going on in your business, send me an email, find me on Instagram, message me, and let's do a breakthrough session. I want to work through your problems in your business to help you get to that next level. And one thing that I always say is this, the difference between those that get over the humps and the hurdles in business is just a change in perspective. And that's what I plan to offer you. So get with me, message me, allow me to help you take your business to the next level.